Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to How Stock Trades, guys. What's going on, guys? Holy shoot. All right, so I came a little early today. I still had, when I say, it's just funny what we think early is now. I had like a 14-hour work day, but that's early. That's early for the type of work I do. It's pretty cool. Very good. Today was a great day. I tied like 3,000 knots I practiced. And I was able to perform in the operating room today exceptionally. And I'm very happy. So let's see what's going on. How you doing? Brandon, let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon Henry. To the moon we go. 7 minutes. Fearless. No, I don't think I'm fearless. I'm a scared chicken. Ayo 99. Wow. Congrats. Thank you. Paula Costa. What's going on, everybody? Okay, so where do we start? Where do we start? Well, let's start with the price, right? Because that's what's been happening here. Okay. So in this video, we're going to talk about some macro stuff. We're going to do an intrinsic value reverse calculation. You're like, what? What's an intrinsic value reverse calculation? Again, there's a lot of stuff embedded within the mastering course that we haven't really quite talked about yet. And, the whole intrinsic value reverse calculation is going to be pretty cool. But first things first, for folks that are interested, we have our $1,000 off lifetime access to everything we offer. There'll be a link down below for people that are interested. Again, we like to, the type of people that we recruit and have on our, the people that are on our platform are lifelong learners. And you ask all of them, they're really happy. So, it's good to kind of create this big community. And so love to see you guys. So if you enjoy the work that we do and the data that we have, give us a shot. So let me go ahead and just fire up the intrinsics here. So there it is. Oh yeah, it's been amazing. Hell yeah. Gunslingers in the house. Yo, this market has been wilding out. I made 3,000% on HE $9 calls. Oh shit. 150 held. Yes, it certainly did. Come join the Discord and hang with the crew. Yeah, no, guys. It's a really good crew. Again, you can, just, I always say, speak to the people that actually, are in the platform and purchased it. Again, this is not a thing that I'm trying to make money off of. I'm truly trying to build a community here, and all the money that goes in, I'm just trying to, push it back into whatever this is we built and just make it the best. And, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. Right. So, what else here? What do we have? So we'll do the intrinsics. Sorry, a big wave of tiredness just hit me, so bear with me. I'm just kind of like, I'm still tired here. Discord on sell is hard for me. Yeah. Open it up on the computer, guys. Open up on the computer for that stock terminal. We also have the website here for lifetime access, right? We have all this here, right? And all the other commands. So year to date, we're up 57.29%. Guys, that's a lot, right? 57.29. I know it's more than that. It's like, you remember that guy who wrote the article who said Clover is a sell? Well, now it's up 143.55%. Where is that guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally made the article somewhere around here, so is it still here? Oh, remember this garbage here? InsurTech company, Clover Health. Oh, okay. Avoid stock delisting. Okay. That's fine. I thought it was saying it's going to get delisted because we got a bunch of those articles too. Remember? Yeah. Where is it, guys? See, this is. Oh yeah, this is the article. I can't believe they still have it up. I wish there was a comment section. This is just to trash this guy. I mean, what is this guy doing? What's his name? What's this guy doing? Like, let's see his other articles he just put. I'm sure he still has a job. 9 hours ago, 3 energy stocks to sell. It's just. He writes all these articles. I'm curious to see what his net worth is. Right? You're talking about medicine stocks. You're not even in medical school. You just have a BS in biology. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. The date is in the pudding here, right? Literally May 7th, he says, Clover Health is proven unsuccessful. From what? From proving itself how it's unsuccessful. From your bachelor's of science in biology, you didn't even study human biology. You probably studied plants biology and animals and critters. Maybe had a couple courses on human biology. Get out of here. Get out of here. Right? What is it? May 7th? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. It wasn't the absolute bottom. It was right when it started to go up. So May 7th. May 7 right here. So 104.09%. If people listen to that article and listen to this guru, they would have missed out on 104 point. Oh my God, man. What a joke. What a freaking joke. Anywho, guys, that's and I can't believe, like, what's this place? Investor Place? You have premium services? Well, if your free stuff is like this, I can only imagine what your premium services would be like. I'm sure it'll be top notch. Get out of here. All right. I'm sorry, guys. It's just you know what I mean? You get me, guys. This is just, that's why we made this platform. There's just a lot of BS out there. So you got to just kind of do what you got to do, So, all right. He probably just at the circus. BS and BSing. Literally, right? Finally in. $1.50 was, yes. So people need to listen to Barry here, right? So yeah, it is. That 150 is a very significant because it's there's a lot of things to it, right? There's options chain go at 150, so it recalibrates the options chain. We'll go into those later, the third phase of the mastering course. Does that, and then also support and resistance lines. It recalculates those. So there's a lot, right? Let me share with you though something about the reverse intrinsic value calculator. So the discount rate also could be how much money you want out of the stock, right? So, so 57.29%. So now I'm going to raise the discount rate to 57.29%. Okay. So usually it's a 10% discount rate, right? I love you, Patrick. I love you, love you, love you. My poo is more premium than. Tell me what you eat, man. Honestly, if your poo is that much premium, then you know what you should do? You should go donate your poo for fecal transplant. There's a you can get a lot of money selling your poop. I kid you not. People do that. You have to be like, it's harder to sell your poop than get accepted into Harvard. You have to be really healthy. All right. Sorry, we're going off the deep end here, right? But this is for C, I think. Is it C difficile? Right? I think so, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Hi from Belgium, 1 a.m. over here, man. TSS, you are a trooper. 1 a.m. and this guy's doing the due diligence. I've tried to be smart today. Error. I sold at 148 in the morning, hoping to buy more at 138 when I saw Clover strong. Oh, yeah, you got back in at 170, 147. Yeah, before the run to one. Yeah, the thing is, guys, so for me, I'm not doing the whole buy and trade. I mean, some people do the trading. It's fine. The only thing I'm trading, guys, is just the selling puts, right? That's the only thing I'm going. I'm you know what I mean? Because I'm not messing with my original shares here because, this is not, this is something, this thing, all they need to do is, we just supplied a contract for 30, 40, $50 million and boom, the stock goes up by 300%. I mean, guys, listen, we don't know the power of Andrew Torre here, right, man? This guy, we're talking cold hard cash here, right? All right. So, we don't know what's in this mystery box, right? I love you, Patrick. I did buy 31.526. There you go. Sweet as nectar. Tell us about the resistance between the threes. Oh, of course, I will. Remind me again if I don't. These are pennies, folks. We are here. No. And here's the thing, Christopher. I'm here I'm here for the 15, 20, 30x, because I really think it can, right? Not financial advice, but I think so. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All these day traders, oof, this will be a pretty efficient. Oh, I know. Dropped. We are not here for the pennies. Yep, I agree. For Friday with expiring options, Clove very strong. Something brewing for sure. Absolutely. I got burned selling calls recently, but yeah. I'm not doing calls right now. I'm just selling puts. I'm not selling, again, not financial advice, but I'm not selling no covered calls here. I don't want to get, you know what I mean? I'm curious to see though. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check the options chain here real quick because I'm curious to see. So Clove is at 153 right now, so it's holding up pretty good right now. Let me just see the options chain here for the calls. Yeah, holy shit, guys! The options chain is looking looking sexy. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Very, 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 very good. Let me see here. January 17, 2025 is paying 3 cents. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, it's not bad at all, guys. Yeah, it's good. It's getting better. So it's getting better. So yeah. So let's do the discount rate, and then we'll go ahead and go to the comments. So sorry, guys, I'm getting tired, so please bear with me. So the video might be a little monotone, so please forgive me. So what I'm doing is estimating the future free cash flow here real quick. So we're at 65. So I'm evaluating this as a normal insurance company. 65. We got 10. All right. So, well, let's put the shares. 496. All right. So we got the discount rate of 57.29%. Okay. Now, we're going to do year to date. We're going to do two different intrinsic values here, okay? Reverse intrinsic value. Think of the reverse flash, right? This is pretty much what this is, right? So 96 pennies, right? So I want a bull case, a base case at 96 pennies. So I want to see what would the percentage be. So 5%. 5%. Let's see here. Base case. See, look at that. So forget the base, the bear, and the recession. Focus on the green because that's what we're altering right now. We're just altering the green. So that's 26 pennies. Okay. We want to go up to, I know this is very confusing. This is like next level. So 96 pennies. All right. So it was pointless to do this when the stock was down, right? So now that it's up, we can actually do more math here. 20%. So 41. So if you go down here, 41 pennies. Let's do 30%. 57 pennies. 40%. 80. We see, man, the market's so freaking smart. The market's always right. 45%. There it is. Ah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! All right, check this out. Because again, I haven't done that. I'm doing this with you guys, right? All right. So let me just kind of, let me like trying to like, like when you solve for X, you're, how do I don't want to, because some people haven't taken algebra. Okay. So how do I explain this? Okay. So you know how like like, how do I say this? Give me a moment, guys, because I'm tired. I've been working 100 hours, over 100 hours this week. So please excuse me for my brain farts here. Let me think. Okay, how do I explain this to you guys? Okay, so essentially, you know how we have an intrinsic value calculation, right? So we create the intrinsic value and then we get a number, right? And then we look at Mr. Market, right? So now Mr. Market is actually now starting to realize the value of Clover. Okay. So now Mr. Market is giving us data. And the data that Mr. Market is giving us is year to date 57.29. Now we could go ahead and actually use the bottom here, which is 143%. But I wouldn't use that number because then it'll be a little bit extreme in terms of the it'll be a little extreme for the revenue growth rate. I mean, Clover could grow more, but the market was really down during this month, right? Because remember, inflation was ticking up during the time, and people were scared that inflation may go back up. So year to date is kind of a good analysis baseline because every stock is looked at year to date wise, right? That's how Wall Street looks at things. Okay. So there's that. Okay. So what I did now is the market gave me a data point saying 57.29%. So when I do an intrinsic value calculation, when I do a 10% discount rate, I'm saying at these prices, if I buy, I'm going to get 10% every year. That's how much I should get. Okay. That's how much I should get. I should get 10% every freaking year. So if the price is basically lower than what the market's trading, sorry, if the intrinsic value is higher than what the market's trading at, it's like, oh wow, I have a margin of safety, right? And essentially, I get to make more than 10% because it's undervalued, right? So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm doing a reverse intrinsic value calculation where I'm putting in the discount rate to be 57.29%, which I got from Wall Street. I got from Mr. Market because these buys are a mixture of institutions, retail investors, and a whole bunch of, it's a mixture of a lot of folks, right? And, all right. So, and what I did was I said, I'm going to continue raising up the growth rate until I get to 97 cents. Why 97 cents? Well, a year to date, when the year started, Clover was at 96 pennies, right? So I wanted to know, what is the market factoring the growth of Clover? So the market expects Clover to grow around 45% every year for the next 5 to 10 years, right? Now, you might say, Al, you're full of crap. I don't think Clover's going to grow that much. Well, on the contrary, Clover actually is going to grow Clover's grown over 160%. Remember back in the day, it grew 100. Now that's unsustainable, right? So obviously 45% is doable, but you don't have to. This is not rocket science, guys. You just go to Oscar stock, and you'll see Oscar stock is growing 45.77%. So the market's anticipating, because remember, I didn't make this number up 45%. I just did discount rate to year-to-date price, which is 45%. I'm reversing the equation. Again, there's a lot of tricks embedded within this intrinsic value calculation that we have not discussed yet, right? Right. So there's a lot of goodies baked into here, right? Some of you understand it, and some of you don't, right? But it's okay. You'll get there, right? So, another example. Look at Alignment Healthcare. Alignment Healthcare. It's gone up. That's only 4.8%, but most recently it's gone up a lot too, right? So it's growing 43.14%. So at a 15% discount rate from the base case, you can see the market's thinking $22.92. Now, but hold on. Let's now that we know the growth rate of what the market is anticipating Clover Health to be, what we can do now is then we can go a little deeper, okay? and we will do 3. We'll do the 1300, and we'll still make it. Oh shit! Hold on. Sorry. Excuse my language. We'll make it the 5%. We'll, because remember, I'm not evaluating it yet as a SaaS, but we know that they have a SaaS business. It's no longer speculation. It's a reality, and the reality is coming. So, but first we'll do this, and we'll do 10 years into the future at 45% growth rate, the 10% discount rate with 496, right? So we do that, then we get a price of anywhere between $7 to $34. Now, again, if you guys don't recall, Clover needs to be around $25 to like $30, a little over $30, I think, right? For Andrew Toy to make around $300 million. So you can see the calculation is kind of inputting in that region. So you can see kind of where we're headed at, right? So you can see this is like, for folks that got in, that took advantage of the 60 cents price, we're looking at a 5,600% rate of return, which is like 56x your, wait, hold on. Yeah, 56x your money, right? And if people don't believe that, watch the other stocks we looked at, right? And phase and all that other stuff, right? And you can look at my book that I published. It's called How to Find the Next 10 Bagger, right? How to Find the Next 10 Bagger, right? You can go ahead and look it up here. It's, here's how to find the next. It's in, you can get it. You can get it at Barnes and Noble and all this other stuff here. I can look at it here, and I kind of explain a little bit more into this here. Okay, and you can look at all the other books that we have too. The this one here is very popular, right? So yeah, and make sure if you can review the books too. It means a lot if you guys review the books. It helps spread it more. Okay. But hold on though. We're evaluating this as just a normal insurance company. Guys, remember, this is also a SaaS, right? So, but we don't know how much. Again, this revenue is from the insurance side, so we don't really know how much the insurance is versus. So we can go ahead and divide it by 2. So we could just take 20, which is going to be 20% of estimated free cash flow plus 5. And we could just kind of divide that by 2. And we can kind of get like kind of 12.5%. So that's around a good, it could be more, but we could just be conservative here because it could always be higher, right? We could do that. And then we could say, if we take this number instead of 5% and do this, we should get 162.5. So if we do that and input the SaaS, I'm sorry, not input the SaaS, put half of the SaaS. Like if it was the SaaS, it'll be like, hey Siri, 1,300 times 20%. It'll be 260, and then you have $138 stock price, right? But that's assuming all the revenue is SaaS. No, again, this is we don't. I don't want to speculate like a dumbass, right? I want to be a little conservative, right? So I'm going to do 162.25, which is just, I just took 5% plus 20% divided by 2, right? So we're looking at around an $86 price target here, right? If this thing grows into its SaaS-like structure. So the range could be anywhere between, $20, 15, $20 to 86. And again, I know it's a big range here, but at least we kind of got the starting point here, which is it's going to grow at 45%, right? That's what the market's anticipating right now, right? Again, still new. We still need more data, but you can see, like the opportunity here, right? There's a lot of opportunity here. Okay. Again, lots of math right now. Again, I don't like to do this like fast. I like to kind of explain it better and have some form of a freaking brain. But right now, I'm going to explain it to you guys because I don't have the time right now in the future. So, oh boy. All right, let me see here. Let me just make sure we got I got all your comments here. We're going to be zooming. Will Clover be able to use patient data collected? Maybe. I don't know. I'm focused on 2 stocks right now. Clover. I got to look at the other one. I'm not too sure. 1000X. That's a lot. They actually bought back some Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Sorry, guys. Hold on. Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Hold on. Oh, good. I think you guys can. Oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah. So, I don't know how much of that you guys got. I think you guys got the intrinsic value, right? I hope because that would crazy. That would suck because that was a lot. That was hard on my brain to explain. Um, so I'm on my phone Wi-Fi right now, and like I don't know like how long. Like I don't know so I don't know if this is going to be any good, but apparently the Wi-Fi at the Airbnb I'm staying at for some reason it just stopped working. So again, I'm traveling right now. I'm in Tennessee. So this is not my place, so I don't know how good the quality of this internet is. But I'm sorry for that, but here we are. So hopefully this is good. Um, he didn't pay the electricity bill. Why? Because all my money's in Clove. Nice. Oh shoot. I just see we're at 155. So do we? Are we at 155 right now, guys? I don't know. It's not showing on my end. Yeah, that's really good, guys. I mean, this is goodness gracious, right? Chamath pulled the plug. That's so funny. I'm a little upset. I wanted more time to below. Yeah, I know, man. It's it's a lot. It's gonna go up fast. I still can't see the play last night video. Yeah, for some reason YouTube didn't like my brain discussion, even though they already had it on their YouTube channel. I don't know. We were given a long time to buy cheapies. Yeah, it's true. Same here. I've dry product to buy more. Yes, we can hear. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good. I want to buy more. What is the intrinsic value as of today? Yeah, no, the thing is I would say I would wait until August. I would wait. And again, not financial advice, but I'm gonna wait until August to get a little bit here. Al, what is the most pessimistic scenario with your program to be ultra? I mean, as I say, recession case, right? But then again, this is 45%, right? So we could like do it lower. I think we'll get there, right? So I got nothing because I just got on do over. Sorry. You went out right when you pulled up Christopher's No, no, really? It was Christopher's statement. Oh, that's a bunch of bull crap. No way. No way. Look at alignment health. Put the markets in. Let me see. Oh, good, 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 good. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's fine. That was right after I explained the intrinsic value. Oh, thank God. I was freaking out right now. Like, oh my God. Thank God is right. Thank you, Al. Not, seriously though. Thank God for real. Yeah. You think Clove doing buyback right now? Maybe. Imagine if they didn't. Hello. No. What is intrinsic value looking at? So we'll do it. We'll do it on August. But remember, not financial advice. Everything here is a grain of salt. Think of it as a grain of salt. Not sure we have to wait until earnings. Exactly right. Earnings. Yeah. Each yeah. So thinking about let's talk about percentages here. Oh, this is gonna over my head. What we talking about? Do over. Yeah, I'll explain this later. This is pretty complicated. Just understand that the math is starting to match other companies, right? So, which makes sense because here you can see kind of like Clover's going crazy right now, and on the weekly, it's this is not the increase to 160. The RSI blew out of it, right? So we're going back up, right? We're going back up to some higher prices. So Chamath, I know you're watching, Chamath, and I know you're a poker player, and I know when you lie, I know exactly what part of your brain activates, right? I've literally dissected it, right? So come back in, stop. You're not fooling anyone, right? You're gonna come back in. You're a fun poker player, right? But you're not you're not better than me, right? I don't play poker. I play chess, right? So I'll kick your butt in chess. So yeah, he's gonna come back in. But I do want to talk about small caps here. So if you don't recall, I drew this kind of line here just to give me some understanding here of where we're at. So I think personally, because the rate cut is coming, I think we are going to see this rate cut happen. And I think we're going to, by the way, this is small caps. And I think we're going to explode out of that red resistance line. And we have this line here, and that's going to be here. And I think once this happens, I think small caps are going to rally like crazy because interest rates are going to go down. You guys know the, yada, 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 right? Money market funds. Yeah, you guys know the story, right? It's a simple story, right? So very quickly here, let me just talk to our stock terminal. I always forget the damn command here. So let me just go to stock terminal here. Sorry, guys. Stock terminal GPT. What's the command for support and resistance, please? So here's the command. You just go here and you go CLOV minute. Then we can go CLOV on the day. Then we can go CLOV on the week. Oh yeah, I did too fast. Okay, so you can see it's still calibrating here, no worries. Still calibrating here, no worries. So you can see now we finally broke out of that line here. We've been, guys, we've been we've been waiting. We didn't break out of it. We might fall. We'll see, but we broke out of it now, and I think we already know the RSI was higher here than it was here. That means the next stop should be $2.65, right? So I think the next stop is 265. So I think that's where we're headed right now from the technical analysis. And once we go through these, we're going to go to that, Boeing 747, baby. We're going to go to Boeing 747. Okay. Now what we can do though is look at the chart right now. Look at CLOV, look at the daily, and look at maybe the past 250, 365 days. And look at the past 365 days. And then we can go from there. Yeah, Boeing 747, your audio cut. Oh, shoot. Hopefully it's still good. So you can see here that we still have some resistance here. So I would say look at the 163. That could be the next level of resistance, which we already know it's going to be 163. I mean, it's not rocket science because the reason why it's 163, let me go on the day here. The reason why it's, again, that's all AI here, 163 is because of this. Because of this previous hump we had back in August 8 of 2023. So once we pass this line here, then I would say the next thing after that is going to be your, your 265, which is this right here, this little hump there. And after that, it's this, and then we're just going to continue bouncing back up. So I think that's kind of where we're at right now. Okay. So yeah, so I don't know the years. Again, it's difficult, right? But you can kind of see you can see what I'm telling you, right? You can see the picture of that I'm painting here, right? So yeah, guys, hopefully, I'm gonna try to end this right now early because I don't want this to cut again and all this. But I'm very cautiously optimistic. I mean, come on, guys, 3 years is not a long time to hold, right? It's not that bad, right? It's easier to hold when you're making money, right? I don't consider that holding, right? Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a bit higher up on my portfolio. I think we're gonna see. It depends. If they're if they, I would say I would average up if all of a sudden they start contracting out with Humana. I'm like, holy shit! But if they do that, the stock is going to go to the moon, man. If we see some type of, yeah, of course I'm going to have to average up, right? And then we're getting into the larger market caps, those mega billions, right? But we'll see, right? Yeah, whether it's now or 6 months, rate cuts are coming. Yeah, we're on that path, right? It's not like we're on the path of rate increases. We're about to start a new economic cycle, right? This economic cycle is about to restart, right? So, very good. Take advantage of these. Again, we have access to Affirm for our United States and Canadian users. Thank you to Affirm. You guys can essentially pay this out for 36 months and get access to lifetime access, or you could just do a subscription just in general but that doesn't have access to mastering. But I recommend the Lifetime because it's cheaper in the long run because it's Lifetime, right? Also, we have PayPal too. Yeah, we have all different methods. So take advantage of this, guys. I think it's going to end soon. I don't know when the date was. I have to talk to Linda, but I think it's going to end soon. So yeah, it's a coupon code is SAS, given the whole Clover situation, right? So I can do another standing on my head. Man, 30 will retire me and my kids. Yeah, and probably your kids, who knows, right? Because the thing is, then I'm gonna start showing you guys in the future how I do on our Lifetime axis, how I can take, like I'll just kind of give you a generic example, right? Assume 300,000. No, let's assume 100,000 shares, right? Assume 100,000 shares at $30, right? That's 3 million, right? Let's do options chain. Imagine making $120,000 a month, right? Times 12. Imagine making 1.4 million every year, right? And then taking that and buying we talked about this, right? And buying properties, right? And then waiting for the economic cycle to restart back again. And interest rates go back down again, and you just kind of basically, buy more, just take money out, get a, HELOC and take that money and then buy stocks because they're dropped because of the recession. And, that's the whole thing. Money begets money. And then you start realizing that, this is all a game. It's all a game Monopoly. And it's an easy game if you understand it. And that's when you start, just be humble. Don't lose yourself. One thing, yeah, man. No, yeah. I mean, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here, right? No rush. No rush. Rob will buy the course too. Bet. Yeah, come on, Rob. I don't know what's wrong with you, man. I don't know why you don't like me. Right? You're a little harsh on Andrew, man. Right? Andrew has feelings. Okay, he has feelings too. Right. So yeah, no, and it's really good because I'm trying to build a community. What I don't want are like idiots to join, right? I don't want I don't want idiots to join, right? Because we really have a good crew. And I think like the level of pricing filters that out, right? It filters that out, which is good. Because I'm going to be a brain surgeon. I don't need the money, right? It's not the problem, right? It's just creating a community. You just act tough on the outside. Oh yeah, they're always soft, and I honestly I look like a tough guy on the outside, but I'm a really nice guy. Speaking of hit this like video or smash the like video. I do want to reach out though. One of our folks that are part of our mastering. He's an emergency medicine doc. Yeah, you sent me a video. I can respond to you, but I think this will be good for people to hear. So he sent me this video of a neurosurgeon that quit being a neurosurgeon after 9 years of practice, and just realized that what was it like I've honestly experienced the same thing where like a patient says, oh, hey, doc, I don't know, my back pain's gone. Do I really need the surgery? But then you look at the patient and say, well, your discs are pretty messed up, man. I think you definitely need the surgery. So I think what that doctor lacked, global minded. I keep calling you global minded, but I know, right? I think that doctor lacked a fully rounded career. You see, for me, I detoxify by doing this whole stock terminal thing. This is like my hobby, right? So you got to have something that's just weird. That's just like, for him, it was just kind of leaving everything, which, there's no wrong or right answer in the world, but that's kind of, and moving in the mountains, right? I mean, that's kind of, I don't know, everyone to each their own, right? But I feel like, because I love my job, right? But you do need to detoxify, right? Like I was taking care of patients today that, it's a very messed up situation. It's a very tough situation, guys. This is not an easy job, right? Like when we do a craniotomy, their skull on one part of their head is gone. So we stitched him back up because why do we remove the skull? Well, because so the brain can expand a little bit, right, and not herniate. So I was trying to clean the patient's head, and I put my head on the patient, and I was like, oh no, I can't push too hard because his brain's there. It's covered up by skin, but there's no skull, and the patient there's just a lot going on, you know what I mean? And obviously the healthcare system is broken. No one's really doing their job. Patients not being cleaned, and there's just a lot of things that like it's just a very messed up situation, right? So doing this for 15, 20 years, you're going to get worn out. I don't care how strong you are, right? Think of Sylvester Stallone. Life will beat you down to your knees if you let it, right? So for me, because again, people are like, why is he creating this? What's the benefit he's getting out of this? Is he trying to get rich off of me? No, to be honest with you, this is almost and I hope I don't have a midlife crisis, but this is, for me, this whole Al stock trades is a way, as an antidote. I hope, fingers crossed, is an antidote for me to relieve or somewhat medicate my upcoming lifetime midlife crisis that I know I'm going to be getting, because I've studied psychology and everything. I knew about the midlife. I was very curious about it when I was 18 years old. I was like, whoa, why do these adults go crazy when they're 40s and 50s? So I created this because I wanted to, because here's the thing. I come out of the hospital and I'm like, oh shit, holy shit, and I see your guys' comments about oh, I'm gonna be able to retire my kids and myself. Holy shit, you know how good that makes me feel, right? So that, guys, to me is really good. I mean, that to me is I hope, again, I don't know the future, but I hope that helps me avoid this midlife crisis. Now, maybe I might still get it, but it may not be as may not be as heavy as that other neurosurgeon that just left everything. I don't want to do that, right? So I created this kind of weird for my mental health, right? Because medicine's so toxic. It's a very, very tough situation. We're dealing with people's worsts, and the healthcare system is broken, and we're seeing everyone on their bad day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's kind of my response to that video. I think I've tried to take precautions to limit that, because I certainly don't want to have a crazy midlife crisis where everything changes, because that would just be sad. But again, you don't know what you want 10 years from now. You change, right? So I'm hopeful that the general theme of my life is I always want to do good for the Lord and serve. So I mean, that's not going to change. I think it hasn't changed ever. So anyhow, that's kind of my hope. I don't know, just to hope you guys can relate to that. But we excited out what you saying about 120 times 12. Yeah. So, if you have 100,000 shares and this thing goes to 30, that's around $3 million, 4% every month, which is around the options chain of what it's paying, around 30 to 36 to 48% every year. Now, technically, I think SoFi, or was it, some of them are paying 70%, right, on the premiums, and some 80, right? But I think you can then once CLOV hits a certain price where you're okay selling, you could get that, you could do covered calls. But the problem is, you get a tax problem if it does hit, and that's the thing you have to kind of work out, right? Because 20-30%, whatever. I think 20% for long-term capital gains if you hold for a long time on 3 million. It's pretty significant, right? So that's kind of what I was talking about. Again, not financial advice. I'm going to be showing this on the mastering, right? And we are going to be increasing the prices as we finish off the mastering here, right? So it is still in beta access. Why buy NVIDIA? It's already moved. Yeah, exactly. We called out NVIDIA when no one knew about it, right? So in Memphis, you have to try Of course, I tried ribs at Rendezvous across the. Yeah, so I heard about Rendezvous. On I've been on Beale Street, Barry, but I heard about Rendezvous, but people say it's more of touristy. They so I actually tried Germantown Commissary, and that was some good ribs. But I'll go ahead and hit up Rendezvous. I'll hit it up, and I'll let you know. I have to hit it up for sure. I mean, it's gonna happen. So, and I really love Memphis. I love the people here. Nvidia buyer, I own XLK, IQ, exposure to that, lot, way to go. Hell yeah! I need to get rich off of CLOV so I can have my midlife crisis Lambo. yeah, exactly. People have different way. I mean, who knows? Maybe I don't like Lambos because I'm a tall guy, but you never know. I mean, I might get one. Who knows? I mean, you don't know the future, right? So where do you get 4%? Yeah, so look at the options chain, right? So hit it up. I think it's paying 3% now per month, right? If you like look at, but the options chain's kind of it's going to recalibrate now since we hit the 150. That's why the other guy up there said, I think Brandon said, this is a huge deal for it to cross 150. So we'll talk when the time comes. We'll talk. There's a lot of great things to come, guys. Right? So SoFi is also a way to go too. Andrew Choi better love me. A lot of retail spent more than the house cost to speculate with this company. Yeah, exactly. We all got dragged, didn't we? B Rob speaks truth. We still here. Same. Have a house worth in CLOV. I know. Yeah. So I'm very excited. We'll talk about it in the mastering. We'll really get down to it and like kind of break it up into videos and show in real time kind of how I'm doing things. Like it can be a little bit better, right? So, but yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. I love each and every one of you guys. We're doing good. We're doing the Lord's work. I'm in the hospital, assisting, and then at the same time, people are using the stock terminal and learning and. What more can I ask in the world? I mean, I'm doing the best and I can, and it's a life worth lived. So yeah, I love you guys. God bless each and every one of you, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.